Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today we're up here in Alberta, and I got a special guest with me, Neil. I saw your outfit here, and this is a portable fencing machine. It's got everything you need to go out onto land that doesn't have any fence.
Correct.
Can you explain a little bit about who you are and this Rangeward? What is it?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. My name is Neil Thorsteinson. I work with a company called Rangeward, based out of, actually our headquarters is San Antonio, Texas, and we have a long-time business up here in Canada, 13, 14-year-old business building portable solar fencing units.
Okay. This
here model is what we call our Power Shepherd. It's a little dirty right now. I just haven't gotten it cleaned up for the demonstration, but this is set up for 800 meters or close to a half a mile of 4-strand electric sheep fence.
You said sheep fence. You can do sheep with this.
Yes, sir. You can set up a 4-strand fence. Just rolling all 4 strands off the machine as you drive the cart out. All 4 strands are rolling off. When it comes time to roll the fence up and move on to the next paddock, you would simply roll up the back 2 rolls.
Automatic roller.
Yes, sir. So to keep it from tangling or prevent it, or try to prevent it from tangling, we'll roll up only 2 rolls at a time.
Yep.
So when these are rolled up, then we'd swap out for the empty reels up front, put them back here and roll them up. So it's not in gear right now, but it will roll them reels up in about, well, actually I've never timed these small reels. We'll go and have a look at our razor grazer there real quick.
My goodness, it goes pretty fast.
So our half a mile of power braid rope over there on the razor grazer will roll up in about 7 minutes.
7 for a half a mile? Half a mile, yes. You don't have to sit there and turn it?
No. More arm power.
How heavy are those reels?
Oh, they might be 10 pounds.
Okay.
They probably wouldn't even be that. I've never weighed them. I know the half-mile reel of power braid is 53 pounds. This is half the diameter. Yeah, it might be around 10 pounds.
Talk a little bit about this up here. You've got your own power unit on here?
So this is a 50-watt solar panel. It's tied into all the bells and whistles are inside the toolbox here. We have a 50-watt solar panel going through a charge controller, charging a heavy-duty deep cycle 12-volt battery, which operates our Patriot P30 Energizer.
Nice.
Okay.
It's a 3-joule Energizer. We say it might be good for 5 or 10 miles of fence, depending on the circumstances, ground, all of that stuff, right?
Okay.
This contraption right here is called a wiring harness or a bike whip. We include it with every razor grazer or power shepherd.
What's that do?
So you can take the power arm, is the electric reel that we looked at. We can take it off the machine and install it into the hitch tube of a pickup truck or a side-by-side. And then go cross fence. So maybe you set a perimeter fence up with the machine around your field, and then you can take the power arm off of it and hook it into the side-by-side and then go cross fence or strip graze through the
So you don't even need the trailer?
No, sir. That's how I use mine at home. I set up a perimeter and I park the cart and I hot wire the perimeter, and then I work out from that, like my high tensile wire around my water source.
Yes.
And then I use my power arm to cross fence out to the perimeter.
That makes sense. So you're not having to pull the buggy around.
No, the expensive part of the machine just sits stationary all summer, and you do all the work with the power arm. And
where's the power arm get its power from?
So right now it's running off of this battery.
Okay.
There's a plug-in in the back of the toolbox, and then if you were to remove it and use it in the back of your truck, then you just plug into the trailer lights.
Gotcha.
But if you were to use your side-by-side, which doesn't have trailer lights, that's what this wiring harness is for.
Gotcha. That just goes onto your battery. Yeah. Okay.
Run it to the back of the bike and then plug
it in.
Yeah. So it comes, the Power Shepherd comes with just these standard Gallagher step-in pigtails, and you can see a whole bunch of insulators here. I got more in the truck that goes with this, but each fence post comes or has enough clips to
do 4 wires.
Yeah, 4 wires.
Yep.
And then we've got a real nice step-in post from Strain Right to go thereafter. They don't have a ring or a pigtail on top, so we can't put them on our trailer, but that's what comes with.
How many posts can you carry on the trailer?
80 is what comes with it. You might be able to get a few more on there, but
what keeps them from falling off?
Just putting the lid back down on there.
Cool.
Oh, locks them on.
Locks them on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What's this right here?
This is our ground rod. This is a really cool contraption here too. We sell it independently as well. But it's a hammer in the ground and hammer back out of the ground.
I'll be darned. Boy, that is slick.
So, yeah.
You got your hammer built into it.
Yes, sir. So we...
You're not damaging the top by pounding on it.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. And then our leads, or our work cables, are right here, ground and hot.
Okay.
Ground over on top of the ground rod, of course, and then the hot wire would just go back and tie into the fence.
Into the poly.
And then these P30s, there's no controls or on or off or anything on the Energizer. It's just simply putting the battery clips onto the battery.
Gotcha.
And you're energized.
And the solar panel is...
The solar panel it's actually 50 watts, which is 20 watts more than what the Energizer asks for. Generally, like it's a 3 joule Energizer, so they're asking for 30 watts. So we like to go a little bit bigger than that, just to not short ourselves.
Yep.
The hitches are removable, so you get it out to location. You can take it. You can take the tongue off, and
so no one can take
it back to your house. A little harder to steal. Let's have a look at the razor grazer real quick, and I'll show you this. Everything up front is all the same, kind of the same equipment. Where we're different here is it's just right now I just have the power braid on the storage bars. Similar power arm, but it's only got room for one reel.
Okay.
So you're deploying and retracting a single strand fence meant for cattle.
Yep. And
this is kind of our key feature is our power braid reflective rope. It's 1/4 inch in diameter, multicolored, 2 tin-plated 22 gauge tin-plated copper wires.
Say that again?
There's 22 of them in it.
No, sir. Two 22 gauge.
Okay.
Big, thick.
Yeah, so they're about 2 or 3 times the diameter of a lot of other brands of rope. That's more durable than I think anything else on the market.
Oh my!
It's made out of the same stuff as rock climbing rope, so it's meant to be moved regularly.
Okay.
And then you can see right here, that gray band is reflective material, 3M reflective material. So you get this out in the sunshine and it twinkles and sparkles.
They can see it.
They can really see it.
Yeah,
and then at nighttime, if you're driving around, it really grabs your headlights as well.
Right.
So.
How many feet are on there?
There's a half a mile here.
There's a half mile.
Yeah, so you can, with this machine, you can go and cross fence a 1/4 section in probably half an hour.
Yeah.
Half an hour, 45 minutes kind of thing.
Yeah.
What's this setup is a little bit different.
A little bit different. We're holding only one reel. It's meant to go right here, right? Center of the machine. Same drive system. Just looks a little bit different than that because we're only setting up a single.
And this is where you run your wire through?
Mm-hmm. So the reel is setting here. The rope will come back through here, through this insulated block. And then as we're retracting the rope back onto the fence, or onto the reel, you can train the rope back onto the reel like this.
Yes. That's doing all the work. You're just moving it back and forth.
So this right here is a drive plate, drive bolt. You just slide the reel onto the drive bolt, and that's what runs. Slick. There's a 20 amp breaker inside the housing here, so that if you put too much strain on your wire when you're rolling it in, it'll trip the breaker rather than damage the motor. Okay. So you figure out what the problem was and fix the problem, and then this is a reset button right here to touch the reset button, and then you're...
Where's the reset button?
Right here, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this is your on-off switch, basically.
That's right.
Man, that is nice.
Yeah.
Well, this is made in Canada. It's manufactured in Canada. And those people that are interested in maybe looking at something like this, where's a good contact for that?
You can go to Rangeward.com.
Rangeward.com.
And then it'll direct us out to, we manufacture in Canada, and for our U.S. clientele, we also manufacture in the U.S.
Oh, you do?
So just west of San Antonio, at a town called Hondo. We have a manufacturing shop down there, and that supplies our U.S. Clientele.
Okay.
And then up here in Canada, we manufacture between Red Deer and Stettler.
Okay.
And that looks after our Canadian clientele, but just Rangeward.com.
So this company is also now affiliated with Powerflex Fence, which is in Missouri. Can people go to Powerflex Fence and buy this unit?
Yep, they're a dealer of Rangeward equipment as well. Just recently they came on.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we're happy
So
to
this
be
would be
enjoying that.
Really good for
too.
people out
So you
in
get
West.
everything.
Yes, sir.
You can get your Powerflex material through Powerflex, and you can also get one of these through there, the Rangeward.
Yeah.
That's
And actually, we're going to start using Powerflex rope on our sheet machines.
Nice.
And
Good.
On that note as well, we sell empty reels. So these reels here,
Yep.
we sell with 0 rope on them.
Okay.
So maybe a producer will buy a standard razor grazer, which is set up for half a mile.
Yep.
And maybe they've got a whole Quonset full of power braid, or Powerflex rope,
Yep.
or
Something.
a poly braid, something that's still usable.
Yep.
They can buy empty reels and roll up their
Roll it up on
existing
there.
stuff,
Yeah.
and then use it with the machines.
Yeah.
So the only thing you can't use on it is high tensile wire or bar.
Right. You cut it up.
Right.
It's just too stiff and it wrecked
Yeah.
the reels.
Yeah.
These reels are heavy duty.
Yeah, they're pretty durable. They I mean, they're plastic, so they're only as good as you look. You got to be looked after,
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but we've had really good luck with them.
And this one also holds 80 posts, the
yes,
same as
ma'am.
the other.
80 posts, and they're held on with this lid just holds the posts on. So if you were setting up a fence, it works really well for one person driving the quad, pulling the trailer, and another person coming along behind with an armload of posts, stepping the
Sticking
posts
them
in.
in. Yeah.
And so you just take off whatever you want to carry, put the lid back down, and carry on. We say generally 50 feet apart, depending on the landscape.
Right.
If it's hilly, obviously you're going to chew through more posts
Yep.
or meandering.
Yeah.
Same solar panel
Same
setup.
solar panel, same P30 Energizer in the toolbox. I see a lot of volts on half a mile fence off that P30, 10,000 plus. So
Yeah.
it's a good start.
And this can be pulled behind the truck.
Truck, side by side, anything with a 2-inch ball.
So if you have a farm that doesn't have any fencing on it, let's say a cover crop field, and you want to bring some livestock on it, this would be a great tool.
Yes, sir.
You just go out there and get it fenced, and when you're done, you can roll it up. It's gone.
We've seen it was a couple of falls ago, not last fall, maybe the fall before. There was a droughty year, and there was a lot of regrowth canola later on in the after harvest. Regrowth canola come along, and there's pasture was gone. There's no hay to be made, so people were grazing their regrowth canola, and so exactly that. There's a lot of no fences around a lot of these canola fields. So we sold quite a few machines for that on that pretense alone, and then the following year they have their equipment and they've seen what they did last year with it, and then we get follow-up calls to supply more rope and posts because they have bigger plans.
Well, here's the deal. If you've got a cover crop field or a canola field with regrowth on it, you can't do anything with that until you have fence. So you're harvesting thousands of dollars worth of forage with this machine right here.
Yes, sir.
And you can take it with you.
You take it with you. You
That's
don't.
pretty cool.
When it's a $10,000 plus a mile of fence for permanent fence, you can take this. I mean, base model is around $10,000. Then you can take it with you.
Yeah.
And you don't leave your asset in the field.
Yeah.
And you could carry on. A lot of. I mean, so people are trying to grow their farms and ranches, but there's not enough. I mean, there's land is hard to come by.
Right.
It's very
Yes.
expensive.
Yeah.
So, but people can rent farms and
Yeah.
rent land. So if you're renting land, you don't want to be having that expensive cost of upgrading or upkeeping permanent
Right.
fences that don't belong to you. So
Yeah.
that's another option. Another place we see this is for people that just are renting a lot of their land base.
Yeah. Neil, thank you.
Thank
you for your time.
Thank you very much,
Folks,
Greg.
it's rangeward.com
Yes,
if you want to
sir.
learn more about their product.
Appreciate
And
the time.
you'll, on the channel, hit that subscribe button all the way out, and we'll see you down the road. Thank you all.